Right. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillahi amma ba'd. Right, so Alhamdulillah, we're going to be starting our Arabic journey today, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. And I hope all of you are ready with your resources. I hope everyone has downloaded the translator app, the GPT app, and you've created an Arabic chat thread on there, inshallah. Secondly, you all have your phrasebooks or journals, right, pocket-sized journals, and then notepads, and then good quality pencils and pen. Everything is ready, inshallah. I hope everyone is ready with everything that we discussed in the toolkit yesterday in the masterclass, language learning masterclass. Alhamdulillah. Right. So today, inshallah, we want to begin with a very quick and blitz kind of introduction to your first 100 phrases. And the way we're going to master them is, of course, as we said, by using them, right? The way we're going to memorize them is by constant reviewing and usage, okay? So we're not too focused on rote memorization of any of these, right? So, inshallah, we're going to go through these quickly. I'm going to explain to you guys the meaning of each of the phrases. The translations are in front of the words anyway. But for those of you who need some sort of guidance on the pronunciation, exact pronunciation of things, then this lecture would help, right? So you know exactly how to pronounce things. I've also tried to include the transliteration in English in front of it, just so that it's easier for you. And for some phrases, I'll try and simplify them for you as well, right? So, as I said, usage. You're going to be trying to use each of these phrases as much as possible in your daily life whenever you need to. And you're going to be reviewing them once a day. So these are the first 100 phrases that go in your phrase book. طيب, inshallah. Right, some of these phrases I'm sure everyone is familiar with, and others perhaps might be new to you. So inshallah, let's begin. بإذن تعالى. So here's a list of 100 common Arabic phrases for everyday conversation. These are your foundations. طيب, I'm sure everyone is familiar with Assalamu alaikum. Assalam, peace, alaikum, upon you. So peace be upon you. Wa alaikum assalam. Marhaban. Hello, or ahlan carries the same meaning, although technically it's different. However, marhaban, ahlan wa sahlan, ahlan or marhaban, you can say the two words interchangeably, inshallah. Subah al-khair, good morning. Masa al-khair, good evening. To respond to this, you can say Subah al-nur. Just add the word an-nur to it, okay? Masa al-khair, masa al-nur, to reply to it. طيب, inshallah. كيف حالك؟ أنا بخير. شكرا, I'm in good. So you say ana bi khairin, I am with khair, I'm with khair, I'm with goodness. I say I'm fine essentially. Shukran, thank you. Right? Alhamdulillah, as a Muslim you would say Alhamdulillah, ana bi khair, shukran. Wa ant, right? And how are you? Right? So you would add the wa ant to ask the same question to them, right? Or you can say wa kayfa haluka ant. Right? If someone says kayfa haluk, you say ana bi khair, alhamdulillah, shukran. Wa kayfa haluka ant. To repeat the same thing, you just add the ant, you, in front of it. طيب, inshallah. So you don't say ma ismuk, you would say masmuk, right? You can connect the two hamzas are wasli, so you drop them. You just connect the meme with the sin. Masmuk, right? Normally you say ma ismuk, right? People say that a lot of, casually, but it's incorrect. You should say masmuk to read, masmuk. What's your name, right? And in reply, you would say ismi, and then you would say the name ismi. Harith, you would say ismi, whatever your name is, Hana, Halima, whatever the case, inshallah. You say your name, ismi, fulana, explains it. Right. Min aina ant, so to ask someone where they're from, you say min, from, aina, as in where, and anta, you. From where you, so from where are you, right, inshallah. Min aina ant. واضح يعني حتى الآن? Is it clear so far, inshallah? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being, let's say 10 being super easy, 1 being less easy or not easy at all. This is, right, the first 10 phrases are done, alhamdulillah. 10, super 10, mashallah, Allah mubarak. طيب. And then to reply to min aina ant, you say ana min Pakistan. You say ana min, wherever you're from. So you're from, say, Britannia, you're from Norway, you're from wherever you're from, inshallah, you just mention that. Ana min, you say the country. And of course, initially you might not know how to say that in Arabic, but just try and, get as close as you can. Just try to make something up. And just try and put on an Arab accent to the name. Instead of saying أنا من Britain, say أنا من Britain, just to sound a bit, And over time you'll be corrected and so on and so forth. But easily for yourself, you can easily, inshallah, fill in the gaps and see how to say your country in Arabic, right? Inshallah. طيب. So if someone hands over to you something, or you wanna give someone something, right? Or you wanna say to someone, please move ahead, or whenever you offer something of some nature, even if it's a kind gesture, you say تفضل, please you go ahead, تفضل, right? Or have this, تفضل, right? Inshallah, تفضل. And this is something that you can use, inshallah, very, very commonly, right? Shukran, afwan, you're welcome, or excuse me, right? You can use it in both ways, right? So shukran, afwan, welcome, or excuse me, right? Or sorry, can you repeat yourself, afwan? Right? You can use it in that way as well, right? So if someone says, I don't think this is very nice, I think we should go somewhere else, or this place is not so, and you don't understand where they're coming from, you say afwan, what are you on about, right? So afwan. طيب. نعم, yes, لا, no. فهمت إن شاء الله, فهمتم? نعم أو لا. نعم أو لا. نعم, alhamdulillah. طيب, how do you say please? We say if you say can you please give me some water? So you say, for example, if you say أريد الماء, أريد الماء من فضلك, please, right? Or you can say لو سمحت, right? أعطني الماء لو سمحت. Okay, inshallah. Now, لو سمحت is also sometimes used for saying, excuse me, right? لو سمحت, if you just allow me to, move ahead, for example, لو سمحتم, just allow me to, right? And sometimes it's used to say please, right? But normally, the word please, when you normally use it in a sentence, it will be من فضلك. من فضلك. I think it comes ahead, not sure. But just make a note over here, inshallah, in your notes. لو سمحت is for, if you would allow, right? لو سمحت, لو سمحتي, لو سمحتم. You can change the pronoun at the end. The ta is a pronoun. Samaha is the verb. But in any case, لو سمحت, لو سمحتي for the female. The ti for the female and ta for the male. And then tum for plural, right? This just to keep it simple, inshallah. لو سمحت, لو سمحتي, لو سمحتم. Or من فضلك, من فضلك, or من فضلكم, the same thing. فضلك or فضلكم. The kum for the plural, for you all, and it can be used for the females as well, inshallah. Although it's not case specific where kunna is for females only. Kum can be used for both, right? So just stick to kum or ka or ki. Ka for male, ki for female, and then kum, right? If you say an asif, you accidentally hit someone or whatever happened, and you want to apologize, you say asif, an asif, right? Asif. Or someone says to you, you say to someone, you hit someone accidentally and you said asif, and they say to you, لا بأس أخي, لا بأس, right? There's no problem, inshallah, there's no harm. Right, you go to a supermarket and you want to ask someone, كم السعر? What's the price of this, right? How much is the price? السعر or السعر, right, is the price, right? And you can also say بكم هذا, become, and he become مالا هذا, with how, for how much money is this? So you can simply say become هذا, how much is this? Become, we just add a b before the come, okay? become هذا وكم السعر. طيب, so that's your next 20. Is everything clear so far, inshallah? واضح? واضح كوضوح الشمس? Is it as clear as the sun, inshallah? Don't worry if you think you're not gonna remember most of this. It's fine, because our job here right now is to quickly go through all of these and just understand the rough meaning of things. And so you understand each phrase, inshallah. And even if, forgetting is completely fine, inshallah, okay? Forgetting is completely fine, because these phrases will become more and more, they will stick more and more, inshallah, as you use them and you review them, inshallah. طيب. Moving ahead. أين الحمام وأين دورة المياه? Hammam is also there's another word for this. You can use دورة المياه as well. أين الحمام وأين دورة المياه? Right? Where's the bathroom? طيب. I need help. أحتاج مساعدة. Right? I أحتاج مساعدة. I need or I'm in need of مساعدة, help. طيب. أحتاج مساعدة. الحمد لله. طيب. What is this? ما هذا? هذا, this, ما, what is, right? ما هذا. Right, if you have someone you can express this to, say أحبك, right? Or for the female, you say أحبك for the female and أحبك for the male. And I hope no one has anyone they want to say this to, but you know, if you want to say, if you want to express for whatever reason, I hate you, you say أكرهك. أكرهك. طيب, وأكرهك. For the in any case, I hope you don't have to use this. But anyway, this is a common, word that is. Right. So, you can use the word akrahu for dislike as well. You don't have to, hate has a very strong connotation. But akrahu is also used for dislike. So, for example, if someone gives you some food, and, you can say akrahu هذا, يعني لا أحب هذا. لا أحب. أحب, I love. لا أحب, I don't love, right? لا أحب هذا, I don't like this. Or أحب هذا. However, according to the Sunnah, the Prophet ﷺ, he never criticized any food. He never said, I don't like this or dislike. He never said anything of this nature. So the Sunnah is to not express those kind of things about food and about life generally. If you don't like it, just don't do it, right? But don't, inshallah. But anyway, this is the phrase, right? So, mata, when. Right, meta, when, about, whenever, so I'm coming, inshallah, I'll see you, and you say, when, meta, when are you coming, right? And someone says, okay, let's go for a coffee, and you say, aina, where, right? And someone says to you, can you please transfer to me £100, and you go to them, limadha, right? Where do you need all that money from? For, طيب, inshallah. So, meta, aina, lima, these are common questions, right? كيف, how, right? كيف, يعني. For example, you say, كيف أكلت كل هذا الطعام? How did you eat all of that? ستصير سمينا, right? You will become so fat. طيب? So you can use the word كيف, how, and you can slowly make sentences with this, inshallah. Okay. So you've already used the word كيف, right? كيف حالك? How are you? Right? كيف, for example, you want to say, how's the taste of this? So you can say كيف الطعم هذا? How is the taste of this? Right? كيف وجدت هذا? How did you find this? كيف وجدت وجدتي وجدتم? Right? How did you find this? Right? Inshallah. So you can use كيف in many circumstances. And لماذا? So inshallah. And you can the best thing to do this is to come up with, okay, how would I use the why? In what situations do I use why? And then of course these situations are going to come up in your daily life anyway, right? So then think to yourself, okay, how do I say this in Arabic? Because you are already trying to speak Arabic in as much as possible, right? So you would ask yourself, okay, how do I say this in Arabic? Oh, why did I do this? That is so silly. لماذا فعلت هذا? Right? Or لماذا فعلت ذاك? Because inshallah. So أين أنت? Where are you? من أين أنت? Where are you from? أين? Right? Inshallah. متى تحضر? When do you come? When will you come? Right? Inshallah. متى نغادر? When do we take off? When do we go? X, Y, and Z. متى نذهب? When do we go? متى تأتي? When do you come? So just replace the words as you go along, inshallah. طيب. And of course, these words are going to be used so many times, they're going to become second nature to you in no time, بإذن الله تعالى. Right. Man, who? Man هذا? Who is this? So if someone calls you and say, X, Y, and Z things, and you're like, I don't know you. Man هذا? Who are you? Who is this? Man هذا? Or man أنت? Who are you? Man أنت? Right? Right. That's 30, right? How is everyone doing so far? واضح إن شاء الله؟ فهمتم كل هذا الحمد لله؟ ما شاء الله ما شاء الله. Oh, 22. What was it? طيب. طيب طيب. Right. Is everyone together, inshallah? Should we carry on? نعم. You're not tired, all of you, are you guys? MashaAllah, we're third of the way there, alhamdulillah. So just لا alhamdulillah. طيب. فلنستمر إن شاء الله. Let's carry on. ماذا? What is this? As in, so ماذا is generally for, what is this? ما هذا, what is this? And ماذا. So ماذا is, it can be, so ماذا and ما can be used interchangeably, but of course the context differs, right? So for example, you can say, if you want to say, what does this mean? ما معنى هذا? What does this mean, right? You don't say ماذا معنى هذا, right? Normally you say ما معنى هذا, right? In any case, inshallah, as you use these words, ما and ماذا, ماذا تحتاج? What do you want? Right? The ذا is normally used for, pointing towards the ذوات, right? ذوات, which are things, physical things. So ماذا تحتاج? What do you want? As in pointing to a physical thing, right? Inshallah. Alhamdulillah. نفع الله بكم. طيب. أنا جائع. I'm hungry. أنا عطشان. I'm thirsty. أشعر بالتعب. Right? I feel tired. أنا, I am, جائع, hungry, عطشان, thirsty. How do you say I'm full? The opposite of it. You would say أنا ممتلئ. طيب. You would say أنا ممتلئ. You can take a note of this and make a note of this on your notes, inshallah. أنا جائع. I'm hungry. And أنا ممتلئ تماما. I'm fully satiated. I'm full. أنا ممتلئ. ميم تا لا يا ممتلئ. Or the hamza. The ya is basically hamza. ممتلئ. أنا ممتلئ. أنا عطشان. أنا جائع. أنا ممتلئ. الحمد لله. أشعر بالتعب. أشعر, I feel, بالتعب, of tiredness. أشعر بالتعب. التعب is tiredness. So أشعر بالتعب. I feel tired. Right. You can also say أنا تعبان. Okay. Yes. The last ya has a hamza. Is a hamza al-qat'. So you say ممتلئ. 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 Okay. So you can say أنا تعبان as well. So instead of saying أشعر بالتعب, you can also say أنا تعبان. أنا تعبان. Right. Right, so the next one, 35, is أين أستطيع إيجاد, and you see the thing, where can I find X, Y, and Z object? أين أستطيع إيجاد. You can simplify this if it's difficult for you to take this in. You can say أين أجد, where will I find أين أجد. Transfer this into a فعل, verb. أين أجد. أين أجد يعني مثلا المكتب. أين المكتب. Right, you can also say أين. Where is this X, Y, and Z? You can just jump to that. Or أين أجد مثلا X, Y, and Z person. أين أجد أحمد. أين هو. طيب إن شاء الله. وأين أحمد. So you can simplify the process. طيب. So if you want to find someone and you want to ask someone where something is, you say أين هو or أين هو. أين يعني مثلا أين المكتب. أين المدرسة. Where's the school. أين جامعة أم القرى مثلا. أين جامعة أم القرى. Where is the أم القرى University, for example, if you're in Mecca. Right. أين الكعبة. أو أين الحرم. طيب, you want to navigate to Haram, you ask a taxi driver, and you're not sure, so you ask him for guidance, and this is, you ask him أين الحرم. طيب, they will say to you, في هذه شطرة, or في مثلا in this direction, so on and so forth. طيب, so it all comes down to the usage and how, inshallah, frequently you use it, and the specific context of it. طيب, moving on, inshallah. So these two, the next two, or the next three rather, are your best friends. أريد لا أريد. أريد لا أريد. Right? Kids love this. أريد لا أريد. أريد, I want. لا أريد, I don't want. He wants, يريد. You just replace the ya, the hamza at the beginning with a ya. يريد, he wants. Right? For example, I want water. أريد ماء. Right? He wants ماء. يريد ماء. Right? She wants, you replace the hamza with the ta. تريد ماء. Right? تريد ماء وتريد الماء. Right. من فضلك, please. Or لو سمحت. Right? If you would allow me to. Right? من فضلك is the general please, as we said. And then لو سمحت, as we covered earlier, is when you want to say to someone, if you would allow me. Right? If you would allow me. لو سمحت. In any case, you can use them interchangeably, inshallah. Right. So, I have a question. لدي سؤال. لدي, عندي. You can say عندي سؤال. You can لدي, or you can say عندي. I have a question. سؤال. سؤال, question. طيب, inshallah. طيب. Last one. Slightly new for you guys, perhaps. أين يمكنني شراء the thing that you want to buy. أين, where, يمكنني is possible for me. شراء, buying of whatever the thing is you want to buy. طيب, inshallah. Or you can say من أين أشتري, from where can I buy X, Y, Z. You can say من أين أشتري. أشتري. So you replace the noun with the verb. من أين أشتري. From where can I buy هذا الكتاب. من أين أشتري هذا الكتاب. طيب, inshallah. من أين أشتري هذا الكتاب. وأين يمكنني شراء هذا الكتاب. أين يمكنني شراء هذا الكتاب. So make sure when you're revising, inshallah, where can I buy X, Y, and Z? Just read the English first and then test yourself on the Arabic. And when you can't, just quickly look at give yourself 3 to 4 minutes to recall. If you can't, and if it's difficult for you, just look at the Arabic, try and understand the meaning again, and test yourself once more, and then move on. You'll be repeating this process, on and on and on, inshallah. طيب, how is everyone faring so far? We are on the 40th phrase so far. لا, أستطيع ليس هو يمكن يعني. أستطيع, I can. يمكن is possible. طيب. You can use it in a similar sense where in an example like you can say, for perhaps I can read this book. أستطيع أن أقرأ هذا الكتاب. Or you can say يمكن لي أن أقرأ هذا الكتاب. It is possible for me to read the book. You can, I have the ability. أستطيع is from استطاعة, from ability, and يمكن is إمكان. You have the positive. You can read the book, right? So you're not expressing your ability as such, but you're saying it's possible for me to read the book, right? But when you say أستطيع, you can say I can read the book. You have the ability to read the book, right? So there's an expression of ability more present in the word أستطيع. And إمكان is just a possibility of something happening, right? Inshallah. Right, how do you rate the phrases so far? Collectively, on a scale of 1 to 10, inshallah. 10 being سهل جدا جدا, and easy, and then 1 being يعني لا بأس, يعني صعب جدا, really difficult. صعب, difficult, and then سهل, easy. Have we lost Sister Connie? MashaAllah, she's faring well, alhamdulillah, Allahumma barik. Right, I hope everyone is with me so far, inshallah. And we'll take a quick break at the 15-minute mark, inshallah, okay? Or 50th mark, sorry. Right, ماذا تفعل? What are you doing? For a female, you would say ماذا تفعلين. You would add a ya and noon at the end of it, okay? ماذا تفعلين? What are you doing? For a female. And ماذا تفعل to a male. طيب, inshallah. Or if you're really having an existential crisis and you're not sure what you're doing yourself, you can say ماذا أفعل? What am I doing? ماذا أفعل? What am I doing, right? Inshallah. طيب. Hope no one has that. Sometimes you have that kind of silly moment and you're like, what am I doing, right? So ماذا أفعل. طيب ما رأيك? What do you think about this? And this is something you're going to use a lot, right? لا أدري ولا and next one لا أعرف لا أدري. I don't know. لا أعرف ولا أدري. أدري is more, is used very classically. لا أعرف is also fine. It's also فصحى, but you will see a lot, the Arabs classically they will use لا أدري. Like I don't have any إدراك of this. لا أدري. ما رأيك? What do you think about this? ما رأيك في هذا الأمر? ما رأيك في هذا؟ طيب إن شاء الله. ما رأيك? It can all be said in different ways. طيب. You want to ask if anytime you want to ask someone for an opinion, you say ما رأيك. طيب لا أعرف ولا أدري. I don't know. أفهم. I understand. or فهمت. Right? فهمت. I understood. لا أفهم. I don't understand. or ما فهمت. I did not understand. So you can say it in the present tense. أفهم or لا أفهم, or you can say in the past tense with a negative at the beginning. So you can say فهمت or ما فهمت. I did not understand. فهمت, understood, or ما فهمت, I did not understand. Right, so if you are traveling and you're really stuck and you have no idea how to say something in Arabic, and ideally this should be your enemy phrase, you shouldn't be using this at all. But if you're really stuck and you want to ask someone, if they speak English, you say هل تتحدث بالإنجليزية. There's a mistake here, sorry. هل تتحدث بالإنجليزية؟ هل تتحدث بالإنجليزية؟ or you can say هل تتكلم الإنجليزية؟ هل تتحدث بالإنجليزية وهل تتكلم الإنجليزية؟ Right. But B. هل تتحدث بالإنجليزية وهل تتكلم بالعربية. Okay. بال. So there's a mistake here. عفوا. هل تتحدث بالإنجليزية? Do you speak English? Right. Easy inshallah. هل is a question kind of thing. So if you want to turn a sentence into a question, you just add a هل or a hamza a at the beginning. So تتحدث الإنجليزية. You speak English. But if you want to turn that into a question, you say هل تتحدث بالإنجليزية? Right. So تتحدث بالإنجليزية. You speak English. But هل تتحدث بالإنجليزية? Do you speak English? So هل would turn that sentence into a question. Right. For example, you say you said something and I didn't understand you properly, and I thought you said you wanted water. I would say هل تريد الماء? Like, do you want water? Right. So if I wasn't sure if that's what you wanted. طيب inshallah. So هل تريد الماء? Right, inshallah. Right. If I wanted to ask you, do you guys understand? Right. You can say هل تفهم? Do you understand? Right. Or هل فهمت? You can also say that as well, inshallah. Or you can just simply say فهمت or تفهم in a way that is normally connotative of a question. Right. طيب. Moving on, inshallah. هل تستطيع مساعدتي? Can you help me? هل تستطيع مساعدتي? Right? Or you can say هل تساعدني من فضلك? هل تساعدني من فضلك? Will you help me please? Or من فضلك هل تساعدني? Will you help me من فضلك? هل تساعدني? Or you can say هل تستطيع مساعدتي? هل تستطيع مساعدتي? هل تستطيع مساعدتي? Can you help me من فضلك please? هل تستطيع? تستطيع استطاعة is coming again and again as you can notice. The هل is coming again and again. مساعدة has repeated itself, right? So هل تستطيع مساعدتي? The ya at the end means أنا, me. Okay, inshallah. تستطيع, ta at the beginning denotes a you, and then مساعدة, help, and ya is me. مساعدتي, my help. Are you able to help me, essentially? Or more technically, more literally, you would say هل تستطيع? Are you capable of my help? مساعدتي, are you capable of my help? As in, are you able to help me, essentially? طيب. Last one. last few to the midway mark, inshallah. إلى اللقاء, until next time, right? إلى اللقاء, towards the next meeting, essentially. Until the next meeting. إلى اللقاء, right? إلى اللقاء, until the next meeting. It's normally used for goodbye, right? But no, what you're actually saying is, until our next meeting. So you're almost giving a subconscious promise to each other, inshallah, we'll meet again. طيب? So it's not simply a goodbye. طيب. And then you can also say أراك لاحقا, right? I'll see you shortly, right? لاحقا, as in shortly, like soon, right? Later, but soon, inshallah. أراك لاحقا. طيب. Or وداعا, farewell, bye bye, inshallah. إلى اللقاء. أراك لاحقا. وداعا. But of course, these are just Arabic greetings. We make sure we stick to the sunnah, which is Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. طيب. Right, so we have reached our 50-minute mark. How is everyone feeling so far? كيف تشعرون؟ كيف تشعرون؟ بخير إن شاء الله؟ كل هذا سهل بإذن الله؟ أو ليس بسهل؟ سهل أو لا؟ سهل جدا جدا أو سهل فقط؟ فقط only. ما رأيك يا أختنا كوني؟ ما رأيك؟ سهل أو صعب؟ طيب, alhamdulillah. Right, do we take a quick break inshallah over here and then come back, or are you all comfortable moving ahead towards the next 50? Should we just take a quick istiraha? الأمر إليكم إن شاء الله. نستمر أو نستريح لقليل؟ نستمر إن شاء الله. سبحان الله. Right. I think it's getting a bit long for everyone, so I believe let's break it here. Let's break it here, inshallah. Let's call it a day here, inshallah. Okay, we've done 50 mashallah phrases. That's solid. Now, your task for the week is to start writing. So have your phrase book. On one side, write the English, and on the right side, write the Arabic. Okay, and every single day, so write down all these 50 phrases in there, inshallah. Every single morning, or whenever you decide to revise this, cover up the Arabic, read the English, and then test yourself in Arabic. طيب, inshallah. And if you get stuck anywhere, reach out to us or just simply re-watch this lecture. طيب, inshallah. This is your phrase book, pocket-sized phrase book, inshallah. طيب. Your pocket-sized phrase books. These are your first 50 phrases that go in there. واضح inshallah. right? So this is your task, right? And you'll carry on to you speak Arabic, inshallah, as much as possible. طيب, inshallah. And on top of that, you're supposed to give me your an update on how have you found your language partners yet or not. And as I said, you can, inshallah, I think one of the questions students asked a question. You can have multiple partners, right? Speaking partners, inshallah. It doesn't have to be one friend. If they don't speak Arabic fluently, or the Fusha fluently, they might know their dialect, but they're not fluent in the Fusha. They'll still know some Fusha, so it's still beneficial to have them and speak to them on a daily basis, inshallah. You'll still be learning some form of Arabic. It's better than nothing, right? So just keep them on board, inshallah, and keep going, right? So and it doesn't harm you to have more than one language partners, inshallah. طيب. طيب, inshallah. Barakallah fikum. I hope you everyone enjoyed today's lesson and it was beneficial. These are your first steps towards learning Arabic, inshallah, and we want to make sure that we are having fun as we are doing this, inshallah. So it's not boring. It doesn't feel like a drag, inshallah. Hopefully everyone benefited from today's class, alhamdulillah. And I'll see you guys in the next session next week. Hopefully you'll be fully charged and ready to jump into the next 50 for next week, bi'idhnillah ta'ala. And with this, we'll end the recording.